everybody, good to see you again. So let's talk about the square between the Sun and Neptune today and what this can bring. So this is one of the more difficult aspects that we can have between the Sun and Neptune, and it does tend to bring a great deal of idealistic attraction while at the same time bringing a pervasive feeling of something being off or distrust or something not smelling right, and it's the Sun person who picks up on this because we have a difficulty here when it comes to the messages getting across clearly when we have a square between the Sun and Neptune. And the Sun person tends to see what they want to see, but at the same time are feeling that something is off. So there's a lot of feelings, a lot of chemistry, a lot of attraction, a lot of seeing the potentials in each other that we've always wanted to see in somebody. But the Sun person very much feels uneasy. Now, the Neptune person is typically unaware of the unease or the standoffishness that the Sun person has, the reservations that they may have. And if there is the propensity in the Neptune person's personality for game playing or engaging in flirtatious behavior for self-serving purposes or one's own ego inflation, then they tend to act that out with the Sun person. So we aren't being as straight as we could be as the Neptune person. And it's not something that we're waking up in the morning and saying, oh, you know what, I think I'll deceive so-and-so today. It's really not like that. Neptune is a very subconscious action within us, and it tends to be something that happens outside of our acute conscious vision. So it's some of the behaviors that I say are leaky. That's a term that I use when I'm trying to describe something that is coming out, but we are not consciously turning on the spigot. So we do tend to mislead the Sun person by being what it is that they want us to be as the Neptune person. And it's not something that we're doing because we want to hurt each other. It's something that we're doing because we want to live up to what the other person thinks of us and what they see in us. It feels so wonderful to be someone's everything and someone's fantasy, and we want to be able to do that, to bring that to someone. But we are morphing into each other's idea and acting that out rather than being our most authentic, straight, practical selves. So you see this particular square in a lot of affairs and a lot of relationships where particularly the Sun person is extremely taken with the Neptune person, and lots of times there's a pretty big age difference with this square as well. And there is this, again, this attraction, this pull towards the Neptune person, but at the same time feeling that maybe things aren't completely as they should be. So there's a need to really look at each other as we are, and to really evaluate each other based on behavior, not what we would like things to be, not what it could be if we just look past this or that. We really, really need to look at just the behaviors, what has actually happened between the two of us, and then base our judgments on that. And that makes things very, very clear. So there's a great deal of energy that is generated in the beginning when we have a square like this, and it can really have our idealistic fantasies running wild. But we have to evaluate the evidence and be very careful not to allow ourselves to look through those Neptunian glasses, because it doesn't keep us safe. It doesn't keep us safe when we aren't taking in all the evidence. We aren't able to make a really good choice if we can't see all that there is to see. So, hope that was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on the internet at Truth and Aspect Astrology, Facebook, Instagram, other social media, although I'm really terrible at posting to social media because I hate it, at truthandaspectastrology.com. I do have courses available on my website, several actually. Synastry course, Aspects course, Asteroid Club is starting next month, natal chart course, and you can sign up for all of it and to get admittance to our private Facebook group and join our live Q&As. So check my website out for more information about that, and I will be back super soon with more super cool videos.